Hey everyone, and welcome. Let's be honest, figuring out what to eat when you have diabetes, or even if you're just trying to keep your blood sugar steady, can be a real pain. Lunchtime, in particular, is often a rush. You're busy, you're hungry, and it's so easy to just grab something quick. A sandwich, a fast food meal. You know the drill. The problem is, those quick fixes are often loaded with things that send your blood sugar on a roller coaster ride. You get that energy spike, followed by the inevitable crash, leaving you feeling tired and maybe even a little shaky. I've been there, and it's frustrating. But what if lunch could actually help you manage your diabetes instead of making it harder? It totally can. A good solid diabetes-friendly lunch gives you the energy you need to get through the afternoon without those crazy blood sugar swings. That's what we're going to talk about today. This isn't about strict diets or boring food. We're going to explore 5 really tasty, easy-to-make lunch ideas that are actually good for you. Think flavorful salads, satisfying soups, and more. Ready to ditch the lunchtime stress and discover some delicious options? Let's dive in. Basic principles of lunch for diabetics. Before we get to the actual recipes, let's talk about the why behind these lunch choices. It's not about magic ingredients. It's about understanding how food affects your blood sugar. If you get this basic idea, you can make smart choices all day long, not just at lunch. The main goal is to keep your blood sugar levels as stable as possible. No crazy highs, no sudden lows. And that comes down to balancing what we call macronutrients, carbs, protein, and fat. And, of course, watching your portion sizes. Carbs are the big one when it comes to blood sugar. But there's a huge difference between the carbs in, say, a slice of whole grain bread and the carbs in a sugary soda. Complex carbs, the kind found in whole grains, beans, lentils, and veggies, are your friends. They're digested slowly because they're full of fiber. That slow digestion means a gradual release of sugar into your blood, which is exactly what we want. Fiber is a total game changer for diabetics. It helps control blood sugar and keeps your gut happy too. Simple carbs, on the other hand, think white bread, white rice, sugary drinks, processed snacks, are digested super fast, causing that blood sugar spike we're trying to avoid. Protein is also incredibly important. It helps you feel full and satisfied after you eat, which is key to preventing overeating and those afternoon cravings that can lead you to make less than ideal choices. Plus, protein helps stabilize your blood sugar by slowing down how quickly your body absorbs carbs. Think lean protein, chicken, fish, turkey, tofu, beans. Those are your go-to options. And finally, let's talk about fat. Don't be afraid of healthy fats. Unsaturated fats, like the ones in avocados, nuts, seeds, olive oil, and fatty fish, are actually good for your heart, and they can even help with blood sugar control. They work similarly to protein, slowing down carb absorption. Just remember, we're talking about unsaturated fats, not the saturated or trans fats that can mess with your cholesterol. Top 5 best lunches for diabetics. All right, let's get to the good stuff, the actual lunches. These are some of my personal favorites, and I think you'll love them too. Number 1, Mediterranean quinoa salad. This salad is like sunshine in a bowl. It's bursting with flavor and packed with all the good stuff: complex carbs, protein, healthy fats, and fiber. It's the kind of lunch that leaves you feeling energized, not sluggish. The star of the show is quinoa, which is a fantastic grain for diabetics. It's a complete protein, meaning it has all the essential amino acids, and it's loaded with fiber. To make this salad, you'll need cooked quinoa, chopped cucumber, tomatoes, red onion, Kalamata olives, I love their salty bite, and some crumbled feta cheese, just a little bit. We're watching portions. You can also toss in some chickpeas for extra protein and fiber. The dressing is super simple. Just whisk together some olive oil, lemon juice, minced garlic, dried oregano, and a pinch of salt and pepper. Seriously, this salad is so easy to throw together. You can make a big batch on the weekend and have it ready to go for lunch throughout the week. The flavors actually get even better as they sit. If you want to mix things up, you could add grilled chicken or fish, or swap the feta for some toasted pine nuts. One serving of this is roughly 400 calories, with about 45 grams of carbs, a good chunk of which is fiber, 15 grams of protein, and 20 grams of fat, mostly the good kind. Number 2. Lentil soup with whole grain bread. If you're looking for something warm and comforting, especially on a chilly day, lentil soup is where it's at. Lentils are a true powerhouse for diabetics. They're packed with fiber and protein, which means they'll keep your blood sugar steady and keep you feeling full for hours. Plus, they're a great source of iron. This is my go-to comfort meal. Making lentil soup is surprisingly easy. You just sauté some onions, carrots, and celery in olive oil. Then add your dried lentils, red or brown work well, vegetable broth, diced tomatoes, and your favorite spices. I like to use cumin, turmeric, and coriander. Let it all simmer until the lentils are tender. You can blend it up if you like a smooth soup, or keep it chunky. It's totally up to you. Serve it with a slice of whole grain bread, and I mean real whole grain, not just wheat bread. The whole grain has all the good stuff, including the fiber. A squeeze of lemon juice or a dollop of plain Greek yogurt adds a nice touch of flavor. This whole lunch comes in at around 350 calories, 50 grams of carbs, lots of fiber, 20 grams of protein, and 8 grams of fat. Number 3. Chicken and veggie stir fry. Stir fries are a lifesaver when you need a quick and healthy lunch. You can load them up with tons of non-starchy vegetables, which are low in carbs and full of vitamins and minerals. And the lean protein from the chicken is great for keeping you satisfied and your blood sugar stable. The trick is to go easy on the sauce and the rice, or even skip the rice altogether. I usually start by stir-frying some bite-sized pieces of chicken breast in a little sesame or olive oil. Then I toss in whatever veggies I have on hand: broccoli, bell peppers, snap peas, mushrooms, onions, you name it. For the sauce, I use a low-sodium soy sauce, a tiny bit of honey or maple syrup, seriously, just a touch, some ginger, garlic, and a little cornstarch to thicken it up. Instead of white rice, I serve my stir-fry over a small portion of brown rice, quinoa, or even cauliflower rice, which is a fantastic low-carb option. A sprinkle of sesame seeds or chopped peanuts adds a nice crunch. This lunch usually clocks in around 400 calories, 40 grams of carbs, 30 grams of protein, and 15 grams of fat. Number 4. Salmon with roasted asparagus and sweet potato. This lunch feels a little fancy, but it's actually super simple to make. Salmon is amazing for you. It's packed with omega-3 fatty acids, which are great for your heart and might even help your body use insulin better. Plus, it's a fantastic source of protein. I like to roast asparagus spears and cubed sweet potato with a drizzle of olive oil, salt, pepper, and some herbs. Rosemary and thyme are my favorites. Sweet potatoes, even though they're a starchy vegetable, are a better choice than white potatoes because they have a lower glycemic index and more fiber. Then, I just bake a salmon fillet alongside the veggies until it's cooked through. This meal is a perfect combination of protein, healthy fats, and fiber. It'll keep you feeling full and satisfied, and your blood sugar will thank you. You can easily swap out the veggies for whatever you like. Broccoli, Brussels sprouts, zucchini, they all work great. Expect this meal to be around 450 calories, 35 grams of carbs, 35 grams of protein, and 20 grams of fat, mostly the healthy kind. Number 5. Turkey and avocado lettuce wraps. These wraps are light, refreshing, and perfect for a quick and easy lunch, especially when it's warm outside. They're a great low-carb option because you're using lettuce leaves instead of bread or tortillas. The combination of lean turkey, healthy fats from the avocado, and the crunch of the veggies is just delicious. I use big, sturdy lettuce leaves, like butter lettuce or romaine, as the wraps. Then I spread a thin layer of mashed avocado on each leaf, add some sliced turkey breast, sliced tomatoes, cucumber, and any other veggies I'm in the mood for. Red onion, sprouts, bell peppers, go wild. You can add a light dressing, like a vinaigrette, or even just a dollop of plain Greek yogurt mixed with some herbs. A sprinkle of everything bagel seasoning is also a great addition. These wraps are naturally low in carbs and calories, but they still give you a good dose of protein and healthy fats. This lunch is usually around 300 calories, 15 g of carbs, 25 g of protein, and 15 g of fat. Incorporating lunch into a balanced diet. These lunch ideas are a great starting point, but remember, it's about the big picture. You want to aim for balanced nutrition at every meal, not just lunch. Think of your whole day of eating and how it all works together. A healthy breakfast might be something like oatmeal with berries and nuts, or scrambled eggs with whole wheat toast and avocado. For snacks between meals, stick to things like a handful of almonds, a piece of fruit with a little bit of cheese, or Greek yogurt with berries. And for dinner, keep the same principles in mind: lots of veggies, lean protein, and healthy fats. And don't forget to drink plenty of water. Staying hydrated is so important for managing blood sugar, and it helps you feel full too. I always try to keep a water bottle with me and refill it throughout the day. Managing diabetes definitely means paying attention to what you eat, but it doesn't mean you have to give up on delicious food. Lunch is a really important meal to get right, and by choosing options like the ones we talked about, you can keep your blood sugar stable, have more energy, and actually enjoy what you're eating. These are just ideas to get you started. Feel free to get creative and find what works best for you. Making good food choices is a huge step towards feeling healthier and happier. I hope you found this helpful. If you did, please share it with anyone else who might be looking for some diabetes-friendly lunch ideas. And if you have any questions or your own favorite lunch recipes, please share them in the comments below. I'd love to hear from you and see what you're cooking up.